What's going on, all you wild assassins out there? Your two favorite John Wick enthusiasts are back tonight, and we are back to review a movie. It is now streaming. It hit theaters a couple months back. It is from the world of John Wick. This one is starring Ana de Armas in the title role. This one is called Ballerina.
You are him, the one they call the Baba Yaga. How do I start doing what you do?
Looks like you already have.
That's right. These wild assassins are back at it tonight. We're going to be reviewing the film that came out this summer, blockbuster season, the spin-off movie from the John Wick franchise. Of course, we're talking about Ballerina. Ana de Armas playing the main character in this movie. Basically, as a young child, her dad gets killed by this like crazy cult, and fast forward all these years after that, going after revenge of the people that killed her father. So setting her up as a young child ballerina and also learning martial arts and weaponry at the same time, which really sets up a really fun, exciting movie.
Lots of action in this one. One that I was looking forward to. Love the John Wick universe. All the movies I really enjoy. The first one's obviously the best one, but each of them add their own unique thing to the franchise and the awesome action set pieces and Keanu Reeves, coming over. And then now we get a spin-off movie, Ballerina. Ana de Armas, playing this character who is a little girl, witnessed the death of her father, and, vows revenge and wants to go after the people that messed with their dad and killed their father. And what is that going to entail then in this John Wick universe? It's going to entail some awesome fight choreography, weapon skills, and you're wondering, does Ana de Armas have that? Did she train for this movie? Yes, she did. She looks like she knows what the hell she was doing. She did a lot of weapons training. She can actually shoot. She can fight, and just an action-packed extravaganza. Something that you want to see from the John Wick universe. Pretty simple story set up here and everything. She's trained in the traditions of the Ruska Roma organization. Of course, you remember those from the previous last couple John Wick movies, the whole Russian ballet company. Angelica Houston, the director there, kind of judging the young the ballerinas, and that's where the film kind of picks up here. You see a young Eve doing the ballerina and trying to get her pose right, and having to do it over and over again until she gets it right. And you can see like the wear and tear on her, and just like trying to perform up until the standards set by this crazy director Angelica Houston. And that leads up until her father's killed, and it carries on with Eve throughout all these years later, and she's pulled back into the universe, and she finds out the people that were involved in killing her father, and she sets out onto this huge adventure to find the people and take them out one by one. And there's a lot of other actors from the John Wick universe that we notice here, and obviously that's going to include um, Sir Winston himself, Ian McShane. Always cool to see Winston. He's at this point he's synonymous with this John Wick universe. Also, we have Gabriel Byrne in this movie playing the Chancellor. Always a great villain coming into this. And yeah, this one's directed by Len Wiseman, who's the first time director in this universe. And his action sense and choreography really comes in handy on this film. He has some really cool action set pieces.
Yeah, and you forgot about my man Lance Reddick. I think this is
Yeah,
his
I think
last
this was his final one, wasn't
final role.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Familiar faces from the John Wick universe. Of course, Mr. Keanu Reeves has to show up along the way as well. I was hoping for that. And of course, he has a little small part in this. But really, Ana de Armas is the focal point, really kicking major ass in this movie. Did some work, training, all the action scenes, set pieces look incredible. as you want to see in a movie like this in the big screen, like we saw. It's just a fun summer blockbuster, action-packed movie. Has all the cliche, club scenes with EDM music playing, and there's like all this fighting going on, and everybody else doesn't even notice. All the cool neon lights, like you can see behind me, it's just always a great time. Very visually stimulating these movies, and this is really nice and exciting and fun movie, nice spin-off movie, and I'm excited to see where they take this film from here. I was really invested in it, had a great time. One scene that comes to mind is her with what flamethrower, I think it was. It was badass. Just like what 5-10 minute long scene. It was just like edge of your seat action. So I was really impressed with
Yeah.
this. I want to bring up Norman Reedus shows up in this movie. He plays
Mhm.
Daniel behind me here. Our good mate Norman. Norman
Norman.
showing up, and yeah, just a really great ensemble. Familiar faces, new people showing up along the way all around. Really great cast here, and really had a great time with this. No major complaints with this. It was a fun movie, being back in this universe and seeing where it goes from here. And definitely a movie I'd rewatch again. So that being said, I'm gonna give Ballerina. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. Norman Reedus hair pieces.
Yeah, it was great seeing Uncle Norman up on the screen with Ana de Armas. The two of them were great together. Yeah, the flamethrower scene was awesome. Also, the scene where they're running through like the those houses and those buildings that were up on kind of like the mountaintop. Like she was running on the roofs and stuff. And then it was a scene with a grenade. She had these grenades, and that was really inventive how she was going around and dispatching of the enemies with the grenades. There's a lot of cool action scenes here, and yeah, I was impressed with her physicality and her being able to handle her own, against all these, basically a whole town coming after her in that particular scene. Like basically the whole city knew she was there, and just watching her survive. And, awesome to see some friends show up along the way. Wink, wink, Keanu. That was cool to see him. And yeah, this franchise is very much alive. After John Wick 4, we didn't know if he was going to come back, but obviously we know he's coming back now. John Wick 5 announced, and now they've had a TV series, The Continental, come out. This is the first spin-off movie. So it just goes to show you this universe has a lot to pull from. There's all these characters now. The franchise can go in any different direction, even if Keanu's not there, So this world's opened up now, and this whole assassin, with bounties on them concept really works and really makes for a really fun and blockbuster summer entertainment. And I had a great time watching this at the theater, and I definitely would recommend it. And I want to watch it again too, and watch all those awesome action scenes again. So with that being said, I am going to give Ballerina. Hmm. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 Winston hair pieces.
We're interested in hearing from all you guys out there. What did you think of Ballerina? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? What's your favorite John Wick movie? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to stamp, whoosh, subscribe. Also, check out these stunt coordinators on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for latest, greatest TV, movie, news, and reviews.
Well, Uncle Logan, it's time for me to get on a plane. I'm going to ballet school in France with Happy Gilmore's daughter.
I ain't paying for it.
Thank you guys for watching our review of Ballerina from the world of John Wick. And until the next Cinephellas movie review, I am Uncle Henry Hill.
And I'm Logan De Armas signing out till the next review.
Cheers.